Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 6 of the Hearts of Midlothian save. And today, two big games because we're hosting Rangers at home and then away to St Johnstone in what is shaping up to be a really important game for us. You can see since last episode, defensively we've fallen to pieces. We did get a bit of a pounding at Celtic Park. Then we've had 2 games and 2 3-3 draws. First up was against Kilmarnock, and this game it was another goal fest against Killy, and honestly we were absolutely robbed in this game. They had 4 shots on target, 3 of them went in the back of the net. Shots have been raining in from everywhere against us, which is making me think that maybe we need to look at the goalkeeper. But you can see we actually rescued this. 95th minute, Christian Chu got his second of the game to tie it up for us. Naismith got a goal for us as well. If we'd lost that game, it would have been an absolute crime. And even as it is, it was unbelievable that it happened again, that we conceded 3 goals against them. And then we went and did that again to St Mirren. And this time, I mean, this was just unbelievable. The match stats make it look a little bit more even. It was an openish game. They were shooting from everywhere, just long distance shots, and 3 of them went in, like 3 absolute worldies. It was unbelievable. Shaughnessy got his first for the club. Uche and Naismith, with the goals. Yeah, I think we were unlucky in this one as well. Just long-range shots is what's killing us. Now, what I'm thinking of here is that if we have a quick look at the league table, you can see those drop points. They leave us sitting just outside that top half now and not where we want to be. Rangers are top, so this is obviously a big game against them. And you can see the St Johnstone game, it really is becoming a game we need to win, or else we are going to continue to lose touch with the top 4, and that's not where we want to be. You can see Scottish Cup. We've got drawn against Hamilton, away to Hamilton. So we'll see how we go. We should be able to beat them, but you know we didn't beat them in the league when we played them so far this year. So we don't want to count any chickens just yet. We'll have a look at the quick look at the team we're sending out here to face Rangers. Yeah, so the long shot just got me wondering with our goalkeeper if it's the agility. Lights flashing. If the agility here is what's stopping him from getting to long shots, because everything else there should be fine. The problem is that if we go for a backup goalkeeper in Colin Doyle here, his agility is a little bit better, but he's technically and mentally he's a lot worse. So yeah, we're gonna see how we go against Rangers. We might look to make a change for the goalkeepers for the second game here. But anyway, this is the team we're sending out. It's Samal in goal. It's Mitchell, Shaughnessy, Herring, and Michael Smith as a back 4. Cochrane's going to sit deeper for this one. Suter picked up a knock against Kilmarnock. He's not really fit for this one, so we won't be starting him. Connor Smith and Ollie Lee go in this one as well. Again, just midfielders that are tied. What is the reason? De Jong's picked up an injury, and with defender down with Suter, we've had to put Herring back, so Cochrane's had to drop back in. So we bring Connor Smith in for his first start, a youngster. 2 of our midfielders there, combined age of 33, so that's good. Tuesday and Yakinvenko get the start down the wings for this one, and Naismith up top. Alright, here we go against Rangers. Now, there will be now goals of the month at the end of this episode as well, so make sure you stick around for that, see some of the best goals we scored this month. McPhee says, challenge to go out there and prove a point. Let's go with a little bit of passion. Let's go out there, give the fans their money's worth. Some calm, we have faith. Yeah, and let's just hope that we don't see balls flying into the back of the net from 30 yards out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I do wonder if it's the agility and it's Zamal's not able to sort of get across his goal to save long shots. I mean, that kind of there's some logic in that to me that makes sense. But I just feel like for someone who is an experienced goalkeeper that has played for his country, let's not forget, he does have a cap for the Czech Republic. I just feel like he should be doing better. You know, you shouldn't be getting beaten not 3 times a game like against St Mirren. He was a couple of long ones from Kilmarnock as well. Here's a free kick, and he's got to that one only just though, and Shaughnessy gets there to clear the ball away. And another one. It's just wide as well. Yeah, so, I mean, we are definitely looking for an upgraded goalkeeper. The problem is, you know, there's not really that many upgrades around to be had. We are scouting like crazy people for the January transfer window. We do have a little bit of money to spend with the sale of Vanishek from last episode. That did go through the $500,000 off the Chelsea to Swansea for him. Here we go. Here's Naismith. Goes out for Michael Smith. Gets a decent ball in. It's brought down by Worrell. And are we going to find ourselves on a counter-attack here? I thought we were going to have a highlight. Come on, boys. It's not looking good, to be honest. This is it. They're pouring forward. We don't really have men back. We look disorganised, and Zemel didn't even try there, did he? We have been working defensively on training, as you would expect, having conceded 10 goals in 3 games. But yeah, it's not looking good, this one. At least dive, mate. Come on. Yeah, we just need to get into the top half this year, or even just sort of be in that vicinity for January, and we'll try and do a big restock in the January transfer window. Let's try demand more here. We're looking anxious, which isn't great. I keep reminding myself, we had a lot of new signings coming into this team. It was almost a brand new team for Hearts, before we even got there. We haven't played well there, have we? So it is going to take time. I thought we may have turned the corner when we beat Hibs and we beat Rangers last time out. But it's not looking as though that's quite proving to be the case here, unfortunately. So we'll keep at it. We'll see how we, things as I keep saying, things will improve. We can't keep conceding 3 goals forever, surely. I'm not that bad at setting up the defense. So, yeah, I think for next season too, I'm tempted, even for this season, I'm tempted, for example, the Shaughnessy loan, to see if we can cancel it and actually loan in someone that's actually a central defender. Tuesday with a decent ball there for Yakovenko. Back for Tuesday. Can he square it for Naismith? He goes himself. Better though. Much, much better. Let's give it a get creative. Can we do something from the corner here? Alexander knocks it in. It's easily cleared away. Tuesday's there. And loses out to Scotty Arfield. Yeah, he's not naturally a centre. It's not going to let me show you. He can play there, but he's not naturally a centre back. I do wonder if we cancel that loan and actually look to loan in somebody who is actually, what is that defending? Oh, we've hacked it clear again. Once again, this is a little bit of a mishmash team as well, which doesn't help. Let's be honest. Herring, I think, is a good centre-back, and ideally, I think our centre-back partnership would be Herring and Suter. Let's give it can we give it a calm down? Yakovenko with a free kick into the box. That's fallen down. Shaughnessy! The keeper's made a mistake. Finally, the other team's keeper's made a mistake. And we have capitalised big time there. Excellent stuff. Let's give it a concentrate. Just Flappy Hansky here from, who's their goalkeeper? McGregor. Naismith, composure, just knocked it back to Shaughnessy in space, and that is 1-1, and suddenly the clouds of doom part, and a little bit of sunshine comes down on Tynecastle here. Alright, come on boys, come on. A draw here wouldn't be a bad result, considering we haven't really looked like doing too much most of the game, have we, to be honest. Yakovenko looks like he's got a bit of a kick in the shin. It's a bruised foot. He should be fine. He's doing okay, and we ideally want to try and keep Claire fresh for the next game. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. It's been well blocked there. Looked like it might have been a hand, and the long shot again comes in, and Samal's just stood there and looked at it. Alright, let's see if we can close this down a little bit here. I'll take a point now, to be honest, which is why I'm closing the game down. We'll keep putting pressure on them. That's fine. Maybe some time-wasting subs. We do have Aaron Hickey on the bench. Let's maybe make one youngster sub for another. Give him a debut as well. It's a bit of a risk to give him a debut in this game, isn't it? But we'll do it anyway. We'll play him box to box. We'll play Ollie Lee as a... what do we want to play him as? Just a central midfielder, I think. And do we take off Naismith and put on a pressing forward perhaps as well? Uche has a nice habit of popping up with goals when he comes off the bench. So we might, you never know, we might get something from that. And let's sit these fullbacks. We don't need them bombing forward anymore, please and thank you. And there we go. Let's go back to counter and see if we can keep our unbeaten record against Rangers going. I tell you what, it's not a bad record we have against them. They beat us in extra time in the Betfred Club. We beat them at Ibrox. We've drawn them here. In the end, you can't really argue that we deserve a point. But yeah, the first half wasn't good. Second half, we were much, much better. You're going to say you've done brilliantly to come back and salvage a draw. So there we go. That is definitely a point game, doesn't it? Isn't it? It keeps us sort of equal there with Killy and Dundee. As I said, it's not the part of the table we want to be in, but you know, it's there, isn't it? It's not the worst thing. Now Dundee, we are trying to get rid of Mulrooney because he wants to leave. What's he worth? Let's try his value. That's ideally what we'd like. That's acceptable. Thank you very much. Good doing business with you, Dundee. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back for St Johnstone. It's a shame. I thought we could have won that in the end. Who's this? Hello? Speaking. Mr. Chairman. Yeah, no, it was a decent point in the end. I mean, obviously you always want more, but, you know. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, there was some promising signs there, absolutely. I agree with you, sir. A new contract? I'd be delighted to sign a contract extension. What made you want to offer me one? I asked for it. All right, fair enough. 2 years? Yeah, mate, that sounds fantastic. Excellent stuff. Sounds good. All right, what I'll do is I'll get that signed. I'll get an intern to run it over to you. All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, welcome back. Now, as you've just heard, I have signed a contract extension at the club, which is really, really good. 2 years, so hopefully it makes this a little bit difficult to sack if we just fall short top half of the table here. But yeah, 2 year deal signed. That's really good. We're about to play St Johnstone here. We're away from home. They are the favourites, somewhat annoyingly. If you have a look at how we're expecting them to play, they're a direct passing style, balanced playing mentality. See from the analysis report here, they're a little bit more defensively set up. They tend to play quite deep and narrow. Passing network is their key passers. A little bit more direct, but that's what they said they were. Wasn't a direct team. Now, before we get to the team sheet here, a couple of other contract extensions that have been signed. I think they're all in the reserves. Dario Zanata has signed a new deal at the club. His contract was up at the end of the year. I think potentially a really good winger there for us. Potentially could play a striker as well. So he's signed a new deal, one of our Canadian friends. And the other person that has signed a new contract is Josh Gregor. His contract was up at the end of the year. We've extended him as far as we can for another 3 years. He looks as though he could be quite a good centre-back for us in years to come. Of course, he's off on loan at East Fife for this year. Now, let's have a look at the team we are sending out to hopefully get the 3 points against St Johnstone here. It's Zamal in goal. We're going to stick with him. He did okay against Rangers in the end. Although maybe the one shot he had, he didn't really do anything with it. He stood there and watched it, but we'll stick with him. It's Mitchell, it's Shaughnessy, it's Suter and Smith as a back four. That's pretty much as good as we get this year. Herring in the anchorman role. De Jong and Cochrane are back in midfield together. Tuesday and Clare comes back in with Naismith up top. So there we go. Charlie Kane, is it? Harry's younger brother up front. Chris Kane. He's Scottish, so I'm assuming it's not a relation then. Alright, so let's go and have a look. What do we say to this? Do it for the fans. I'm assuming we're talking about away fans. Alright, give the fans their money's worth. Some calm, we have faith. And yeah, we need these 3 points. Because otherwise we are basically at that point beginning to look though that we are just playing to get into that top half of the table. We want to try and keep pace with the top four if we can. See if we do come on strong at the end of the year, just make sure we're in a position where we can maybe challenge for a Europa League spot for next year, because that money would be absolutely huge for us, wouldn't it? If we could, the further we go, and if we could happen to sneak into the group, that would be very, very special financially for us. Give us a little bit of spending power. Not much is going on here. A little bit of a quiet start to the game. Here we go. Here's a chance. Harry Cochrane over a free kick. Knocks it in. It's headed towards goal. It's an own goal. They've scored for us. Thank you there, Mr. Tisdale. That is a horrible own goal. He's just tapped it in. It didn't even look like it looked like he knew he didn't want to do it. But he couldn't his brain couldn't stop his foot doing what it was going to do. Decent ball in by Cochrane, wasn't it? Quite a good ball in. Header won by Shaughnessy, I think. And just a bit of pressure on the ball there. And Michael Tisdale has opened the scoring for us. Thank you, sir. Let's ask for a little bit more from the team here. Naismith goes wide out there for Smith. What can he do? Has he got a quality ball on him? He goes in there for De Jong with a little bit of space. He goes out. Look at the space. Dimitri Mitchell's in. Back for Clare. Clare! Oh, has one, and it's off the post. Unlucky. That was a rocket off the foot of Sean Clare, and it just didn't quite find its way into the back of the net. Here we go again. Can we win this header, please, boys? There's plenty of time. Bring it down. Mitchell does just that. Back to Shaughnessy. I get very nervous when we play out of the back, even though we have the players to do it. We have a habit of doing silly things back there. All right, go on, Chew. What's he got for us? Decent ball in. Naismith couldn't quite get to it. De Jong's there. Now, De Jong's contract's up the end of this year. I haven't offered him a new one as of yet. Here's a good ball out for Mitchell. Cross comes in. It's headed away. Cochrane's there. Oh! Harry Cochrane almost with a special strike. I haven't offered him a new contract yet, mostly because I'm not sure if I do want to offer him a new contract. He's good though, isn't he? Yeah, I'm unsure. Let me know what you think in the comments. I may have offered him a new contract by the time we come back for next episode on Monday. Yeah, I'm not... The thing is, we need some experience in there, don't we? We don't want a team full of kids. We do need... I'm going to say I'm not pleased with that. We should be doing a little bit better, I think. Who have I demotivated? Shaughnessy. Yeah, I mean, we don't just want a team full of kids, as I said. We need a little bit of experience in there. Maybe he should be that man. Yeah, we'll see how much he wants. The thing is, I am trying to keep wages down to try and build up the finances so that, you know, if a good player does come up, you know, we have the ability to sign him. Oh, headed away. It's still bouncing around. Mitchell should hack that clear, and he does. And also, we are going to need a little bit of a financial backing because we have so many good young players. At some point, they're going to want money, aren't they, to stay? So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to pay them enough that they want to stay, and not so we don't lose them. Here goes Harry Cochrane. He has scored a few decent free kicks this year, but that never looked like one of them, did it? He got a really good one. I think it was in pre-season, didn't he? It was in the goals of the month for pre-season. I think it was, it may have been in the Betfred Cup, but it was certainly early on in the year. Come on, boys, come on. Naismith on a booking, not look like he's doing too much. Cochrane with a corner, knocks it in. Naismith is there! Oh, it's disallowed. Pushing another play now. Hopefully he won't get a booking for that. I am wondering, though, if it's time for Uche, bring him on as the pressing forward to close them down. We know he's good in the air as well. He's a really, really good player for us. He's actually, every time I look at his attributes, is it going to let me show you? He's better and better every time. Physically, he's quite the specimen. All right, here's De Jong. Gets a nice ball out there for Mitchell. Now we've got Uche in the middle, a little bit of height and strength. Uche! Oh, he can't quite get there. Ball comes in. Oh, Tuesday's got to be a penalty, is it? Oh, it looked like Tuesday got pushed in the back, but nothing was given. Here goes Cochrane, Herring. We still have possession. Nice ball in there for Uche. Uche goes wide for Smith. Can we pick out a good cross? We've got men forward. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. Surely. Big Johnny Sutar's going to step up to take it. He has taken one already this year and he scored it. This would, in the 87th minute, essentially wrap up the game for us. It's huge. Sutar! Oh, he's missed it. Sutar! Come on, boys. Let's concentrate. Highlights continuing. Oh, this is not going to be... They're not going to do this to us, are they? Surely not. Surely not. Mitchell's back there. Hacks it clear. Well done. All right. Let's start and close this thing down. Oh, that would have wrapped up the points. And if we don't get the 3 points now, that is going to really, really hurt us, isn't it? Let's do that. The other thing we do want to look to do here is just sit the fullbacks. Smith is looking really tired. Is there anything else we want to do here? Sean, he's on a booking. I don't think so. Dick Amona's contract's up the end of the year. We're not renewing him. He's already rejected a few contracts with other clubs. But like I say, we're not going to be renewing him. The other thing that has happened, this is surely it. We're over stoppage time. All we can do is add to the lead. Oh, it's off disallowed again. It shouldn't matter. That was the last kick of the game. We did get the 3 points in the end, so that's well done. He's a mile offside, isn't he? We can have no complaints, no complaints about that. In the end, it would have been nice to have won by a little bit more, but we've got the 3 points, and ultimately that's what matters. I was saying about, we'll say, well done. Yeah, so Dick Amon, he's had some offers for contracts from African clubs. He's rejected those, but we're not going to keep him. He's not good enough. And the other thing that's happened is Mel Rooney rejected the contract from Dundee. You saw me negotiating that transfer fee. He rejected that contract. So that's annoying, especially because he wants to leave. So I'm not quite sure what he thinks is going to happen there. But anyway, there we go. There's the league table. That puts us back up into the top half. We're 4 points off Aberdeen. Fourth place still looks doable. Anything above that with 12 points off the top it looks like it's a 3-horse race between the Glasgow club. I did say I want to take Edinburgh back to the top of Scottish football. You could argue that's happening, just with the wrong club for us. Guys, that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Not a goal fest, but certainly 4 points from those fixtures is what we would have wanted to do. So that's good to see. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell if you want to know when I upload new episodes. We'll be back on Monday. We'll start the new week. It's Hamilton. It's the festive fixtures. Hamilton at home. And we go to Hibernian. Top of the table, Hibernian. Let's not say that too loud. Looking to do a double over them this year. Keep our perfect record up against them. But that's it for today, though, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. And here are our goals of the month for November. Take care.